Hello everyone. Good morning children. This is Vishruti Goyal. I am here with my subject Social Science for Standard 9th English Medium. We are going to start a lecture for chapter 10 of civics part, and I request you all please study this video carefully for the complete understanding, because this chapter is important for the exam purpose and also it is important in practical life, because this chapter cover most of the important topics like Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Speaker of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, then etc. Then organs of government, president key qualifications, like this type of important topics covered in this chapter. So please study this video perfectly. Now we are going to start chapter 10. Chapter 10, Organs of Government. There are three organs of government. First, legislature. Second, executive. And third, judiciary. Legislature, executive and judiciary. First two, legislature and executive, we study in detail in this chapter. And the third one is judiciary. We will study in detail in chapter 11. One of the main objectives of the nation is to maintain law and order and thereby achieve the welfare of the nation, and at the same time to nurture and to protect the freedom and fundamental rights of the citizen. For the progressive development of a state, it is necessary that all the three organs of the government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary, work in mutual unity, cooperation and coordination so that the government can run its administration effectively and efficiently. Please students, whenever you see this video, please take a textbook, because in this video I provided some sheet with this if only head points. Till you can refer from the textbook. In India, Parliament consists of a president, that is vice president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. India is a republic having a parliamentary democracy. The representation of the people at the center is seen at the parliament and the state is seen in the legislative. So, legislature is of two types. One, unicameral, and the second is bicameral. What is unicameral legislature? When the legislature is consisting of only one house, then it is called unicameral. And when legislature is consisting of two houses, then it is called bicameral. In bicameral legislature, two types, upper house and lower house. Upper house is called Rajya Sabha and lower house is called Lok Sabha. At the state level, the legislature consists of the Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. Most of the states have only Legislative Assembly. States like Bihar, UP, Maharashtra, I repeat, Bihar, UP and Maharashtra also have Legislative Council too. Now we are moving on topic Lok Sabha in detail. Legislature at the central level parliament, Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. Please underline. The member of the Lok Sabha are the representative of the people who are elected through direct election. There are in 545 members of Lok Sabha. Out of 545 members, 2 members are selected by the President from Anglo-Indian community. So, what is Anglo-Indian community? Anglo-Indian community means at least 2 group of people, those with mixed Indian and British, and the people of British or English descent born or living in India. The latter sense is now mainly historical, but confusion can arise. In short, you can remember easily Anglo-Indian means those people with mixed Indian and British ancestry. Okay. So, total 545 members in Lok Sabha and 2 members are selected by the President from the Anglo-Indian community. And all the representative of the people of Lok Sabha are those who are elected through direct election. So President is the part of Parliament. The President addressed the first meeting of the Parliament. Who is addressed the first meeting of Parliament? President. And join a session of Parliament. Besides these 2 occasions, the President never attend the Parliament. The President can summon both the House of Parliament, can withhold the proceeding of the both House of Parliament, and can even dissolve the Parliament. A bill which is passed through reading, 3 readings in the both the House of Parliament can become an act only after the President sign. Underline कीजिए for the 1 mark question. When will bill become an act? When President sign, then only bill can become an act only. Please underline this point. Lok Sabha is not a permanent house. Its term is of 5 years. If it is not dissolved before the completion of the term. Lok Sabha is not a permanent house. 5 years tenure, or if it is not dissolved before the completion of term. Otherwise, if it is dissolved at 4 years or 3 years, then it is okay. Constitution of India is supreme and not the Parliament. Hence, the Parliament has to enjoy its power within the limits prescribed by the Constitution. Constitution of India is a supreme. So, Parliament has to enjoy all the power, but within the limits prescribed under the Constitution. If the law framed by the Parliament violate the Constitution, there can be challenge in the court. If the court finds the frame law against the provision of the Constitution, then court can nullify the law. Now require qualifications for the membership of Lok Sabha. First, you underline this point: must be citizen of India, should be 25 years of age or more. He must not be proven criminal, or in third line, not be having unsound mind or insolvent. Then Gujarat has a representation of 26 members, and a term period of a Lok Sabha is of 5 years. Then it can be extended for 1 year. Now we study in detail. Okay, so qualification for the membership of Lok Sabha. To be qualified as a candidate, and to be elected as a member of Lok Sabha, he or she must be citizen of India. Then it should be 25 years of age or more. Then he or she should be not having unsound mind or insolvent. Means he or she should be a normal person. He and she should not be an employee of the central or state government. That means he or she is not a government employee. He must not be a proven criminal. Must not be. Underline. There should be a period of 6 months between two sittings of Parliament. A President can dissolve the Lok Sabha on the Council of Prime Minister. A member of any of the House of Parliament can attend the proceeding of that House and can vote in the same House, but the member of Cabinet Ministry can attend the proceeding of both the House of Parliament, even if he or she is not a member of Lok Sabha. But if he and she is a member of upper house, then she can vote in that house only. That means a member of any house of parliament can attend the meeting, proceedings of that house and also can vote. If, only and only if, he or she is a member of upper house, then only he or she can vote in that house. If he or she is not a member of Lok Sabha, but a member of upper house, then only. State of Gujarat has a representation of 26 members in the Lok Sabha, and the term period of Lok Sabha is of 5 years. But the president can dissolve it before that if needed. If president think about that it is necessary to dissolve, then he can be dissolved before the completion of 5 years. In case of national emergency, the term of Lok Sabha can be extended for 1 more year. If the president dissolves the parliament, it cannot be challenged in the court. Then quorum. What is quorum? In common meaning, common parlance, normal meaning, quorum is a minimum number of members present in the House of Parliament. Minimum number of a member present in the House of Parliament. It is the number of members present and working in the House out of the total number of members of that House. Minimum quorum for the Lok Sabha should be 1/10. Means if total 545 members are there in Lok Sabha, so minimum 55 should be present. Same is minimum quorum for Rajya Sabha 1/10. So total members of Rajya Sabha 250, then 25 should be minimum quorum. Second, Rajya Sabha. So we studied about the Lok Sabha complete. First, Lok Sabha is the lower house, then total 545 members, 2 members are Anglo-Indian. When will bill become an act, then qualification for membership of Lok Sabha, then quorum. Now we are moving on. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. It is a permanent house. Lok Sabha is not a permanent house. It is a representative house of all the state and the union territories of India. Rajya Sabha is a representative house of all the state. There are in all 250 members in Rajya Sabha. The members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the member of Legislative Assembly. And in Lok Sabha, directly elected by the members, or in Rajya Sabha, indirectly elected by the members of Legislative Assembly, and Union Territory through a method of equivalent representation. In all, 238 members of the Rajya Sabha are elected. Rest 12 members are nominated by the President of India. Total 250 members, out of that 238 members of Rajya Sabha are elected and rest 12 members are nominated by the President. These nominated members should be having special knowledge or practical experience with respect to literature, science, arts, cultural, sports and social service. No person can be member of both the house simultaneously, means at the same time, or one person can be member of only one house, not of the both house. Then the required qualification for membership: qualified as a candidate and to be elected member must be citizen of India, same as Lok Sabha. Age 30 years or more. Uh, See student, I compare here Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. This point is same in the both. He or she must be citizen. Age 25 years or more in Lok Sabha, 30 years or more in Rajya Sabha. Then this point is also same. He or she must not of unsound mind, insolvent or criminal. Then he or she should not a government employee. Then Gujarat has a representation of 11 seats in Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Lok Sabha is not permanent house. Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved, but one-third of its members retire every 2 years, and the same number of members are elected. Thus, the tenure of the member of Rajya Sabha is of 6 years. However, the members are eligible for re-election and renomination. Suppose 12 members of committee in committee of Rajya Sabha, so one third means one third of 12, that means 4 every 2 years. He or she means they can retire, and same number means 4 other members are elected. So every member, his tenure is of 6 years in Rajya Sabha. Generally, both the House of Parliament meet for 3 times a year. These meetings are called session. That is the budget session, monsoon session and winter session. The Vice President of India, by virtue or his office, hold the office or Chairman of Rajya Sabha, whereas the Vice Chairman of the Rajya Sabha is elected by the member of Rajya Sabha from among themselves only. The first chairman of Rajya Sabha was Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Please underline for the 1 mark or MCQ or objective. First chairman of Rajya Sabha was Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Now, Speaker of Lok Sabha. I give you a 2 to 3 minutes, students. Please take a textbook and refer the points for the required qualification for the membership of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Just one time plain reading. Till that I am waiting. Please read one time. You have 2 to 3 minutes. Then also read the quorum, minimum quorum for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha also. Okay, take your time and read one time only, please. Okay, done. So now we start the topic Speaker of Lok Sabha. The main function of the speaker is to see that proceeding of the Lok Sabha gets organized in a prescribed form to maintain discipline, order and dignity of the House at the topmost function of the speaker. Underline prescribed form to maintain discipline, order and dignity of the House. It is the topmost function of the speaker. The member of Lok Sabha elect the speaker and deputy speaker from among themselves. The speaker of Lok Sabha elected by the members of Lok Sabha. The speaker preside over the session of Lok Sabha and maintain and control its functioning. The speaker expect discipline from the member in Lok Sabha. The speaker is the protector of the dignity of the House. His decisions in the House are final and conclusive. Speaker's decisions in the House are final and conclusive. He or she is a protector of dignity of the House. Speaker can belong to any of the political party or can even have a strong support of any political party. If he or she belong to any of political party or he or she have a strong support of any political party. But after being appointed as a Speaker of Lok Sabha, it is expected that Speaker carries out the proceeding of the Parliament in a firm and impartial manner. By gaining a majority of a member of the Lok Sabha on a resolution to remove the Speaker, with this, a Speaker can be removed from his post by giving a 14 days notice period. Means Speaker of Lok Sabha elected by the members and also removed by the members. But before that, by giving a 14 days notice period to a speaker for removing that post. All the speeches and criticism in the Lok Sabha are done by addressing the speaker only. The working in both the House of Parliament can be carried out in either Hindi or English. Means both language are allowed in both the House of Parliament. But a speaker can permit any member of Lok Sabha to speak in his own language in case he does not know Hindi or English. If any member of a Lok Sabha remain absent for a continuous period of 60 days without informing the speaker, then his seat is declared vacant. If any person of Lok Sabha absent for a continuous period of 60 days, or if it is not informing the speaker about that, so speak his seat is declared as a vacant. Then casting vote. During any proceeding of the House, there arises any question, matter, or problem, or discussion on any bill or act, and a decision upon it is to be taken, especially when the number of votes in favor or against at the matter equal in numbers. Then, in such condition, the Speaker can give his deciding vote, which is known as casting vote. Please underline what is casting vote, meaning of casting vote. During any proceeding of the House, if any question or problem or discussion arise on any bill or act, or in both the side favor or against equal numbers, then in that condition, Speaker can give deciding a vote, which is known as casting vote. Apart from such situation, the Speaker cannot vote. Only in this situation, Speaker can vote. Otherwise, no. Shri Ganesh Vasudev Mavlankar was the first Speaker of Lok Sabha. Who is the first Speaker of Lok Sabha? Shri Ganesh Vasudev Mavlankar. Or who is the first Chairman of Rajya Sabha? Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. And Lok Sabha, speakers of Lok Sabha was Shri Ganesh Vasudev Mavlankar. In the absence of the speaker, the proceedings are conducted by the deputy speaker. In the absence of the speaker and the deputy speaker, the proceedings of the Lok Sabha are conducted by the speaker's panel. Means if a speaker is not present, then deputy speaker can conduct, or if both speaker and deputy speaker are not present, then proceeding of Lok Sabha are conducted by speaker's panel, consisting of the senior, experienced, and who are familiar with the proceeding of the parliament, expert from the different political parties. So students, in today's video we have studied about the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, qualification for the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then quorum means minimum members present in house, then casting vote. Okay, in the next lecture we started the next point, when can bill become an act. Till that, there you can study this video perfectly, and please learn these all points and topics, because as I told in starting this video, this chapter is important for the exam. Okay, take care. Goodbye student. And wait for the next video, lecture number 2 of chapter 10. Okay, goodbye everyone. Stay home, stay safe, and study perfectly and carefully. Okay.